Hi folks, if you don't know Illustrator, don't worry, I'm going to show you everything you need to know to create your presentation of your process. Start out, create a sketch. So this is my sketch idea. So first thing you want to do is create new. If you don't see letter here, you can go up to the print menu and you should see letter. Even if you don't, you can just go in and put in the size of a letter. So instead of points, we want inches. 8.5 by 11 is the size of a letter. We are going to have 12 artboards to start. I don't think you'd have more than that, so that will work. We're going to go down, scroll down until you see more settings. Okay, at more settings, we are going to change it to be one column, and we're going to make each of the pages 0.5, so that's half an inch in between. Okay, and just check to make sure that looks all good. Okay, here we go. So now you see I have essentially 12 pages and half an inch in between each one. If you do not have all these tools, what you want to do is you want to go under Window, go to Workspace, and you want to make sure you have Essentials Classic showing. Essentials Classic will give you more tools ready to work on. I'm going to zoom up to the first page. You can use the magnifying glass here, or you can hit your space bar and Command or Control if you have a PC. So I'm going to zoom in here. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is open up my rulers. If you don't see your rulers, you would go under View, Rulers, Show Rulers, and then you can drag a guide right down here. So I am going to make a box at the top that is 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so there's my guideline, and then I go to get the rectangle tool, and I am going to make a rectangle over the top here, and in this I'm going to put some text. So I'm going to go to my text tool here, and there are two ways of making text. One is you just click and you see the default text here, which is Myriad Pro 12 points. So whatever I'm doing, this top bar changes to be whatever I'm working on. So I'm going to make this 24 points, and instead of Myriad Pro, I'm going to go down and pick another font that I like, and I'm going to use Avenir Next. Okay, this is my Sketches page, so I'm going to type in Sketches, and I'm going to put it in this top box here. I thought for my design it would be nice to have a box at the top of each page, and the color in that box would change according to what's on the page. So this box that's still here now, I'm going to fill it with a color. So you see the color palette here, right? And you can expand it with this little arrow here, which changes it so that you have these color bars. I like to use CMYK, which you get from the hamburger up here. So I am going to change for my sketch page. I'm going to make it, I think 75 would be good. And then I'm going to select my text, and I'm going to make my text white. So whatever's in this top box is the foreground color. Okay, and you see I've got this box here now, so I'm going to drag over top of this. I dragged, and I'm going to copy, which is Command C, or you can go up to copy, Command C, and that would be Control C on a PC. So, and then I'm going to paste, which is Command V or Control V. And then I'm going to bring it down and line it up with the top of this page. Okay, so I am going to probably have about 3 pages of sketches. I'm not sure, but I'll just put the 3 there. And then to put in an image, I go up to the file and I say place. So under file, place, and then a browse will come up. It's taking a long time. Takes longer the first time. After I've done this function, it should come up quicker next time. Okay, so I have my files already in my process book here, and so I have several sketches here, so I'm going to pick one and then hit the word place. And so you see what happens here. I am going to press down my mouse and drag to be the size that I approximately want this to be. So I'll start by making it this size, and I can change it later. Okay, so here is one of my images. Now I'm going to go and do that again. I'm going to place. Hopefully it happens quicker this time. Yep, much quicker. And I'm going to pick another sketch, place, and I drag and let go, and there's that. So I'm just going to go and grab all of my sketches and then figure out how each one will lay out. So now one thing in Illustrator, no matter which way I pull this, it is going to keep it so it's constrained, so it's the right proportions. In some programs, you will have to hit the Shift key, but in Illustrator, you no longer have to do that. That's a new function. I already did that one, that one, that one. Okay, I've got, let's see, do I have one more? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one's missing, sorry. I didn't do this one yet. So place. Okay, so now I am going to be putting my sketches on these different pages. The initial sketches I had were these, so I want to start with some of these. Now I could just leave my whole page here, or I could crop it. So to crop in Illustrator, what you do is you've got your one box, that's your picture, and then I'm going to unclick, and I'm going to go to another rectangle box, right? And I am going to drag over top. Now notice it's not, I can go in any direction, okay? So if I want to make it perfectly square, I hold down the Shift key or not. Now I want to see what's in here, and I have, it kept the same style that I had when I created this box. I want to change that so I can see the outline in black. So you see this red line means that it's empty, and then there's the black outline. So I am going to create this outline over this one sketch here, get it where I want it to be, and size it a little there. And then holding down the Shift key, I select the background image and the box that I'm going to put it in. So let me click on the box and click on my background image. So both of those are selected. And then I am going to go up to Object, Clipping Mask, Make. Okay, I'm going to do that again. So I have a clipping mask around that picture. I'm going to copy this and paste it. So I did copy, Command C, Control C, and then I did paste. Now I want to actually release the clipping mask here. So I go to Clipping Mask again under the Object menu, Release. Okay, so what I've got is my outline, but my outline by default turns back into nothing, so I can't see it. So I'm going to click the black outline, and I have another copy of my picture here. So I'm going to select another area to frame. Okay, so I am going to shift this so I get it selected, framed where I want it to be. I select both of them. I can drag over both of them and I collect both of them instead of hitting shift. And then I go up to, again, I am going to go to clipping mask, make. Okay, so that's how you would do that, and I'm going to do that a couple times so that I get multiple images here on this page. And then on this page I'm going to put more of my final sketches, and I'm going to make these bigger. Actually, see the way I'm pulling it, it's distorting it now, so I am going to hit the shift key so that it doesn't distort it, and I'm going to hit the shift key again because I want a perfect square, because these should be perfect squares. So that is my outline there, and I'm going to drag over both of them so that I can go to Add Object, Clipping Mask, Make. Okay, so I am going to pause this and do this layout and then come back. I'm working on my layouts, and one of the things that I have realized is that this one, I don't like it in a square. So this might be a little tricky. If you want to make an adjustment and you're having trouble, one thing you can do is you click on the edge so you get white outlines, white little boxes, and you click on the line, and then I can use my arrow keys to move that in. And I'll click over here again, hover where you see the word path, click, and I'm on that one line, and I can move over. It's a little finicky to get that, and if you don't have the right handle for it, you can always just take something, go back up to release the mask, move the box in, and then select both of them and make the mask again. Okay, so I've got my preliminary sketches here. This one I've shown this technique I used for cutting out these octagons to trace. So if you had any special thing that you thought was interesting that you did, you could add that. And then I have here my two last preliminary drawings. Okay, so now the next thing is I'm going to move into showing my color work. So I've copied this bar, but actually I'm going to go back and copy it with the text, and I'm going to paste over here. Now I wanted one to be on tint, so I am using red for mine. So I'm going to click red, which generally to get red is 100% yellow and 100% magenta, and then you can add a little bit of cyan, and that gives you a pretty good hue. So this is the outline here, so I want to have the fill and I don't want any outline. So that's my red, and then I'm going to keep sketches in white, and then I'll change the word sketches though, and this will be my tint, actually my tint. So now that I've got this, this is probably what I might save this for my final, because I'm going to work on tint. So my tint, I'm going to now make it a tint of this, so I can go up to my color guide and go in here, right here, and pick out a tint. That might be a little light to see the text in there. Okay, I'm going to end this video because I'm running out of time, and then I'll come back with the next step.